This is Nicholas Richards, president of the Abyssinian Fund, and you're watching AFKInsider. We talk about Ethiopia in general, but really Abyssinian Fund is concerned with a community in Ethiopia called Chafa Janeta. Chafa Janeta is an Ethiopian word that means land of paradise. And they are a community of 5,000 coffee farmers and their families. They've been farming coffee for 200 years or more in the Chafa Janeta area, which is in the southeastern part of Ethiopia. And not only do they farm coffee, but they use the proceeds of their coffee to fund their schools, to fund their clinics, and to fund other community projects. And so what we've decided to do was to increase the amount of training that they have so that they could have a specialty coffee. When we started working with Chafa Janeta, if you think about coffee like a test, they were scoring about a B average. That was the quality of their coffee. And for the past 5 years, we've been training the Chafa Janeta farmers, providing equipment for them. And last year, they scored at an A level, which is specialty level. And so now the farmers are making more money because they're selling their coffee for higher prices and higher premiums. And we're really excited because this year we're working on distributing Chafa Janeta's coffee in stores across the country. And so this really kind of come full circle in terms of when we started Abbey Fund 5 years ago. We said, we really want to help Chafa Janeta sell their coffee in New York and across the country and increase their quality. And in 2014, we've been training for 5 years now, and we are getting ready to start distributing the coffee. So this really is the moment where we're really starting to see all the things that we talked about coming into fruition with distributing the farmers' coffee. We have a fantastic team of board members who've been with us from the start. Abbey Fund was a piece of paper when we started it. It was a business plan. And now Abbey Fund is 2 offices, it's staff members, and it's people. Not just in Ethiopia, but it's people in New York, it's people across the country who have this partnership now and this love affair with Ethiopia. And so while the challenges are many and innumerable, we are very confident that having been able to transform a piece of paper into people, that any of the challenges that we face are really conquerable. One of the great benefits that we've had with working with Abyssinian Fund is the amount of female farmers we've trained. And so 25% of the farmers that we've trained, almost 300 women, are head of households. And so while we hear all these negative statistics about the role of women and how women are treated in Africa, we found in Ethiopia that women have a really high place in the family structure. And so we've been training female farmers now since our inception. One of the biggest challenges, not just in Ethiopia, not just in Africa, but across the world, is the role of women. And so Abbey Fund really has made it our central mission to make sure that we are not discriminatory in terms of who gets training and who gets equipment. We really know that empowering a woman really changes an entire community. And we've held to that belief since our inception, and we're looking forward as we begin to distribute the coffee for our farmers, that there are going to be female head of households who are using proceeds from their coffee to send their daughters to school, to make sure that there's clean and running water in their households. When you really advance the cause of women, you change the entire world. Chafa Janeta is an area, but it's also a cooperative of farmers. And so when we decided to work in Ethiopia, we interviewed several cooperatives. It's nothing different from like the farmers market that we go to here. When you go to a farmers market here, those farmers are made up into one cooperative. And so in Ethiopia, it's organized the same way. We interviewed several cooperatives, and our board members, like I said, are just fantastic men and